ass whooping out the motherfucking century, my nigga. Zo about to get this work. Zo about to get this work. I gotta be quiet because people in here sleep.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up and off we
you
go.
know, Zo be muting his mic at night.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go. Back.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Got a block, fella.
The hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Okay. Let's go, Zio. Let's go, Zio.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
My bad, Waddle.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
My bad, Waddle.
Needed 13, they got 14 on third down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Okay.
But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's me.
Check the box,
that's me.
Make sure you pick up the 1st
That's
down.
me, Zucci.
Offense is getting established.
That's me,
You're
Zucci.
moving the ball. You're not turning it over.
That's me,
check,
Zucci.
check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
That's me, Zucci.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
That's me, Zucci. That's me, Zucci.
Now Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. We're scoreless after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the block.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Slow motherfucker. Get a turn.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Making the catch, the running back, Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
I ain't kicking that ball.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
I ain't kicking that ball.
Out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Kicking that ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates
That
how
nigga
well
been in
they
the
bottled
lab.
them up throughout the game because that was his longest run
That
of
nigga
this
been in the
contest.
lab.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones.
That's me.
And he is going to be stopped
That's
up
me.
at the line of scrimmage.
That's me.
And we'll have a stoppage as well
That's
as
me.
we have reached the 2-minute warning.
That's me. That's me. That's me, so.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Rodgers with a keeper. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short.
Got his ass.
And he didn't get there.
Got his
A lot
ass.
of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line.
Got his ass.
On the quarterback sneak. And the Dolphins
Got
defense
his
is
ass.
able to hold. The Dolphins at the line
Got
ready
his
for their
ass.
next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of
So doing
5
that nano
as the
blitz.
safety
So doing that
box
nano
runs out paying off.
blitz.
These
So doing
strong
that
safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really
Go
is
do the
because
nano
they're
blitz.
hybrids. Half linebacker, half
Go
defensive
do the
back.
nano blitz.
The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Go do the nano blitz, dude.
Coming up
So
now on
doing
a
a
2nd
nano
and
blitz.
15 following that sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their
Go doing the
timeouts
nano blitz,
as
dude.
they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 15 now. Tua over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for
Go get it,
Hill.
Tyreek. Go get it, Tyreek.
And he's got it inside the 10.
Get it, Tyreek.
They're able to convert
Go
on
get it,
3rd down,
Tyreek.
and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now
Get
another
that shit,
timeout
Tyreek.
called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the
Get that
first
shit,
half.
Tyreek.
Now a chance to make that big play really
Get
hurt.
that shit,
It's 1st
Tyreek.
and goal just outside the 5. Tua going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first
that shit,
man miss, maybe he could have taken it into
Get
the
that
end
shit,
zone.
Tyreek.
Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see
Get
that
that
in the
shit,
red
Tyreek.
zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quick.
And that
Bitch.
is caught.
Bitch.
Touchdown, Miami.
Bitch.
Durham Smythe as the first
Bitch.
half is winding down. And the
that shit,
Dolphins
Tyreek.
would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Get that shit, Tyreek.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of
Get that
people think
shit,
it's
Tyreek.
always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Give me that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Give me that.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Tua, a final shot before half. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Oh.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. 30. 20.
Got my ass.
Touchdown, Packers.
Got my ass.
Robert Tunyon, 79 yards.
Got my ass.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side.
Got my ass.
We know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Good fucking. Good fucking.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Good fucking play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tua now on first down. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, shit.
Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple.
Who declined?
Anyone who plays the game, take the football.
Whoa!
Always take the football.
Oh, league a man downfield.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
This nigga went to the lab on my ass, bitch. This nigga went to the lab on a nigga, bitch.
Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one.
Nigga
Losing
went
yardage
to the
back
lab
at the
on a
12.
nigga, bitch.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Oh.
Traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right here in the seams.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Right here in the seams. Right here in the seams. Right here in the seams.
Dolphins are going to get the ball
Right here in the
back on the turnover.
Right here in the
They
seams.
hold on 4th and goal. Well,
Right,
the
I called
decision
it.
there, 4th
I
and goal,
called it.
They go for it, but
I
this
called it,
ball
Zo.
intercepted in the end zone.
I
Hey,
called
how
it.
about
Zo.
some applause for the stand by this defense?
called
Just
it,
to
Zo.
force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception,
Called
keep
it.
them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. They have him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Back.
Rodgers going to throw.
Give me that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard
Give me
line.
that.
So a costly INT in the
Give
end
me
zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring
Give me that.
drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game
Give
down
me
near
that.
the goal line because they see it as an extension
Give me that.
of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Oh, shit.
First play of the
Oh,
drive
shit.
is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where
Oh,
they were just
shit.
trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
Shit.
Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage. But there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
I got to go back to the lab, huh? I gotta go back to the lab, huh?
On the scoreboard as the kicks away here.
Got to go back to the lab, huh? I got to get some other plays now. Got to get some other plays, I'm telling you,
The
boy.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Read.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
Read.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
Read.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Read.
And
Read,
CD,
Coach.
we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think
Read,
we can
my
at least
nigga.
put this one in our top 5. That was a
Read, my
determined
nigga.
gallop there.
And that in a
Read, my
nutshell
guy.
shows you what this guy's made of. I mean,
Read, my
most
guy.
guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a
My
break
guy.
for the end zone.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Better believe it.
I like the thought process there. They
Better
connected on
believe
a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable.
Better believe
so
it.
they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's how you go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is caught. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Dolphins 23, Packers 16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And inside give to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Often offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that run. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A give to Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Able to find Lazard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
I gotta get a practice.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game, and now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got no thing coming.
Yeah, I mean,
Go get a Tyreek.
2-minute warning in
Go
place,
get a
so essentially
Tyreek.
4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Able to find Jones. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Tell you that now, man. I'm going for the end zone, my nigga. Going to the end zone, my nigga.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Back to throw is Tua. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
Wide open.
But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami
GG, my boy.
Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in
Good
the
game.
W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy
Good
the
game, my boy.
spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
That's not the blitz, bro. That's not the blitz, bro. That's not the blitz. Zoe doing nano blitzes. Zoe doing nano blitzes, bruh. Zoe doing nano blitzes, bruh. Zoe doing nano blitzes, bruh.
Yeah.